What does India's second nuclear ballistic missile submarine mean for China? This is the question on the minds of many as India recently commissioned the INS Arighat, its second nuclear-powered submarine, marking a significant milestone in the nation's naval capabilities. The INS Arighat is no ordinary vessel. It's a part of the Arihant-class submarines, boasting advanced stealth capabilities. It's a silent predator lurking in the depths of the ocean, virtually undetectable to enemy radars. But it's not just the stealth that makes this submarine a force to be reckoned with, it's also armed to the teeth. This mammoth of a submarine has the capacity to carry nuclear-capable missiles, with the ability to house either 4 K-4 or 12 K-15 submarine-launched ballistic missiles. The INS Arighat is a floating fortress that can strike fear into the hearts of adversaries. But why does this matter? Well, it significantly enhances India's naval prowess in the Indo-Pacific region. With this new addition to its fleet, India now has not one but 2 nuclear-powered submarines patrolling the vast expanse of the ocean. This not only bolsters India's maritime security but also its deterrence capabilities against potential threats. Needless to say, hostile nations are now treading with caution. Furthermore, the INS Arighat plays a critical role in India's nuclear triad. For those unfamiliar with the term, a nuclear triad refers to a 3-pronged military force structure that consists of land-launched nuclear missiles, nuclear missile-armed submarines, and strategic aircraft with nuclear bombs and missiles. With the INS Arighat now in service, India's nuclear triad is stronger than ever before, and India is not stopping there. The nation has plans for additional SSBNs with the 3rd submarine, the INS Arighat, already under construction and promising to be even more sophisticated. This clearly signifies India's commitment to bolstering its naval power and securing its borders. The commissioning of the INS Arighat is a significant milestone in India's naval power, providing strategic leverage and operational flexibility in the region. The world is taking note as India continues to rise as a formidable nuclear power. So, what does this mean for China? Well, that's a discussion for another time. But one thing is clear. The geopolitical dynamics in the Indo-Pacific region are shifting, and India is at the forefront of this change. India's nuclear submarine development has been a journey of strategic planning and technological advancement. This story begins in the 1990s, with the inception of the Arihant-class project. A significant leap in India's defense strategy, this project aimed to design and build nuclear-powered submarines that would form a key part of India's nuclear triad. Fast forward to 2016, and the fruits of this ambitious project began to emerge. The INS Arihant, India's first nuclear-powered submarine, was commissioned, marking a significant milestone in India's naval history. Equipped with advanced stealth capabilities and the ability to carry nuclear-capable missiles, this vessel was a testament to India's technological prowess and strategic intent. But the journey didn't stop there. Just a few days ago, the INS Arighat, India's second nuclear-powered submarine, was commissioned. Much like its predecessor, the INS Arighat is part of the Arihant-class submarines, but with more refined capabilities. It can carry 10 to 12 K-15 nuclear-tipped submarine-launched ballistic missiles that can reach up to 750 kilometers. This only further enhances India's naval strength and deterrence capabilities. Looking ahead, India's nuclear submarine development shows no signs of slowing down. The construction of the 3rd submarine, INS Arighat, is currently underway. And that's not all. 2 more submarines, S4 and S4*, are also under construction, each one with enhanced capabilities compared to the last. With these developments, it's clear that India aims to bolster its maritime security and deterrence capabilities even further. As India continues to build more nuclear-powered submarines, it's clear the nation is steadfast in enhancing its defense capabilities. But what does this mean for the rest of the world? The commissioning of INS Arighat, India's second nuclear-powered submarine, has undoubtedly shaken the global power dynamics. This development is not only a milestone in India's naval prowess, but also a game-changer in the geopolitical landscape of the Indo-Pacific region. India's significant stride in enhancing its maritime security and deterrence capabilities has certainly raised eyebrows, particularly in China. The expansion of India's nuclear submarine fleet is likely to be viewed with concern by Beijing, given the ongoing territorial disputes and tense relations between the 2 Asian giants. A comparative glance at the world's major naval powers brings the situation into perspective. While the United States and China boast larger nuclear submarine fleets, India's recent addition is a clear message of its intent to bolster its position in the region. In the face of such developments, one can expect potential shifts in geopolitical strategies, as nations grapple with the changing balance of power in the region. The INS Arighat, with its advanced stealth capabilities and nuclear-capable missiles, provides India with strategic leverage and operational flexibility. This, coupled with the country's no-first-use policy, underscores its commitment to nuclear deterrence and retaliation, further cementing its position as a responsible nuclear power. India's naval journey doesn't stop here. With plans for additional nuclear-powered submarines, including the under-construction INS Arighat, the country is set on a course of continuous naval advancement. The development of new facilities at Visakhapatnam for the concurrent construction of larger submarines signals India's long-term vision for its maritime defense. In this ever-evolving global stage, the commissioning of the INS Arighat is a significant development. As India continues to strengthen its naval capabilities, the ripple effects are sure to be felt across the geopolitical landscape. With India's no-first-use policy and its commitment to nuclear deterrence and retaliation, the world watches as the balance of power subtly shifts in the Indo-Pacific region. As we contemplate the geopolitical shifts that the INS Arighat's commissioning has triggered, it's essential to consider the future implications of this development. India's commitment to enhancing its maritime capabilities signals a new era of defense and deterrence strategies. The nation's ongoing projects, including the under-construction INS Arighat, indicate a trajectory of continuous advancement. The development of new facilities at Visakhapatnam for the concurrent construction of larger submarines underscores India's long-term vision for its maritime defense. The ripple effects of these developments are not restricted to the Indo-Pacific region. As India continues its naval upgrade, its influence on global power dynamics is likely to increase. In this context, the country's no-first-use policy gains significance. This policy, combined with India's consistent commitment to nuclear deterrence and retaliation, positions it as a responsible nuclear power on the global stage. India's naval journey is far from over, and the world watches with bated breath as the nation navigates its course. In the face of growing geopolitical complexities, the role of maritime power cannot be underestimated. As we look to the future, the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region, and indeed the world, will continue to evolve. Buckle up as we continue to explore and unravel the intricacies of global power dynamics in our upcoming videos. Until then, stay curious and keep learning.